Hey dolls, welcome back to my channel. I did get some requests on how I do my routine for contouring and baking. So if you're interested in learning how to do this tutorial, please keep watching. Okay, so the products that I'm going to be using today are going to be concealer, a beauty blender, an angled brush for contouring, and my Tartiest Pro Glow, but because inside has my contour color and then it has the contour setting powder, if I can open it, on this side. And also we are going to be baking with M.A.C, so those are the only things that we're going to be using today, guys. Alright, so let's get started. I already have my foundation on and my eyes done. So all I'm going to be doing now is going to be adding some concealer to the bottom of my eye. And it's going to seem like I'm using a lot of product, and it might be even for you. If you don't feel comfortable using this much product, then just skip this part, or the second part that I'm going to go to, whichever. And yeah, then just move on to the baking and then contouring. But for now, this is what we're going to be doing. I'm going to be concealing my eye, and I have a damp beauty blender, so I'm just going to go ahead and damp it up some more. And I'm using Prep and Prime by M.A.C, and it's a Fix Plus. So I'm just going to be pushing that in to my eye. And I'm going to bring it up, go past the eye. And I drag it down by my nose just because I do get a little red right by my nose. And so I just do it to cover that up. I already have this first layer of concealer. I'm going to add another one just because this is my first layer. And now I can go ahead and add a double, which will eliminate more of my creases that I have under my eyes. So think about putting one layer and then another layer, just so that way it's pretty sealed. And this is the part that I was saying, guys, that you can skip if you'd like. If you want to try it out, give it a go. And this I'm just going to do light, or not as much as I did before, since we do already have that first layer on. And I normally like to do my concealer and my contouring at the same time. And what I mean by that is adding both, just because it saves me the time, and I'm usually always in a hurry to do things. So I normally add concealer to the bridge of my nose and to the forehead, the chin. Let's just go ahead and make a chin right here on the top of my lip, on my Cupid's bow. And I normally do this with banana powder, but let's just do it like this. And this line, guys, is it's pretty much an outline for where you know, for when you know. It's so you won't pass that area for your contouring. It should be able to, when you smile, this is the line you want to see because your contour sits right above it. Okay, now for contouring, because this is a cream foundation or a contouring color. Let me cover that up. I'm going to be using a Morphe MB10 brush. I'm sorry, I already dipped it in. It's just a flat brush. So I'm just going to put it on all the areas, like my forehead, that I want to make smaller. And contouring it gives you shadows. So it changes the angles, or it can change the angles of your face and bone structure. You want to bring out those natural shadows that you have hidden and give you good angles. And I do my nose right along. You want to match it up with your eyebrows. Just drag it down. How do I look? Okay, so now for the cheek area, the bone right here, you want to follow your ear, the end of the ear, and just drag down. So easy way, put the brush against your face, match it up with your ear, and just drag down. It's supposed to stop at the end of your eye. So yeah, if you go past it, you might just have this big line. This is just my way, guys. You can do it how you feel works for you. There are no rules to makeup. Rules are meant to be broken, so if there is a rule, there's always a way around it. And then just go ahead and do your lip. Now with the damp beauty blender, just start patting things in and blending. You want to push up past the eye. And don't worry if you get it over your contour. You are going to be blending that out, so you are going to be able to work with some more. In a second, guys, I will show you what I meant by using the banana powder setting powder right here on the face. It does transform so much, guys. I know I've said before, oh, eyebrows is my favorite, oh, highlighting is my favorite. Let's just get real. Everything is my favorite. So, especially to minimize the size. So go ahead and just blend that part out. Boop, boop, boop. And for the cheeks, you want to push upwards. So you can already see this line right there. So you keep doing that until you don't see any more, until everything is blended. Okay, so now to the baking part, so we can go ahead and set our contour. So right before you move on to this next part, which is going to be to set your under eye, go ahead, go over it one more time and make sure you have no more creases under your eyes, just because concealer does contain some oil, so it does tend to crease up. Okay, so all you're doing is you're getting your setting powder, and whichever one works for you is good, and you're just putting it on the tip, and you are going to set your under eye and just push it in. Okay, now the next eye. And this is just so it doesn't move. It's literally doing exactly what it says. It's setting your under eye, your concealer, or any parts of your makeup that tend to move a lot. Okay, so now to the fun part, baking. And the difference between baking and setting is literally setting is just so your concealer doesn't move. Baking is you're gonna cook your face. The heat from your face, once you put the setting powder or translucent powder onto your under eye or areas, it traps it, so it just puts in a lock. So it's just securing your makeup. That's all it's doing. So now you want to go in there with your damp sponge and just get on a lot more powder on your sponge and just damp it on. So it's gonna look like this. You want to follow all through. The other eye. Ooh. Okay, let's do this. And just because the forehead, you know, sometimes it does get a little greasy. Okay, so now let's do the chin. Now, let me do the bridge of my nose. Now for the part that I was telling you on the contour area, so you make sure you have a straight line. You can, sorry, I'm just adding a little more powder. Oh, I made a mess. I would. Mo, come on, girl. And just right here, do a line. And there you go, fill in the rest. And this part you want to leave maybe about 30 seconds. What I'm going to be using for my contour brush is going to be the Morphe MB4. Can you see that? Very little. And we're just going to set that powder in. And all I'm using is the Tartiest Pro Glow. And I'm using Sculpt, the bottom one right here. And lightly go in there and set your contour. Don't worry about the powder coming off. That's okay. You want to set it anywhere that you did apply the contour, just so that it doesn't move, fade. Now for the nose and the bottom lip. Actually, I forgot to blend the bottom lip. That would have looked crazy. Just get a smaller angled brush and you can go ahead and do that for your nose. Or actually any flat brush if you feel works for you just to get into there, you can use that. The one I'm going to be using is flat angled brush. Okay, now let's go ahead and dust off this part. And there you have that perfect line. If you feel it's too harsh, go ahead and blend over it. But once you put your blush on, it's not going to look so harsh. Wipe off the rest. for those of you who don't want to use cream products for contouring, you don't have to. I use cream products just because my skin tends to be a little dry, so when I want to blend it out, it does blend out a lot easier. Now if you want to darken up your contour, go ahead, feel free, just go lightly first. Start off light because it's better to be light to then just darken it up so quickly and mess it up. And there you have your contour. Blend out the rest, any harsh lines. And you want to do some blush. Let's go ahead and add some blush. Oh, the one I'm going to be using is by Tarte. Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and it's in shade Party. Okay, now let's go ahead and add some highlights. Okay guys, this is the final look. I really hope this video was helpful for you. If you guys have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you think I'm cute or my hair is cute, my hoops are cute, my lipstick, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget, share, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.